What's going on, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. And this is your match preview for Leeds United up against Chelsea that kicks off tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. at Ellen Road, and that game will be featured on Sky Sports if you're in the UK. And I wanted to do this match preview when the Bournemouth versus Arsenal game ended because I didn't want to miss any any of those games. And yeah, Arsenal beat Bournemouth 3-0. Obviously, I went for 2-0, so I got 1 point. I have to tell you, Arsenal are a sensational team right now. They're starting to scare me. And this is the first time I've ever said that as a Chelsea fan, that Arsenal, yeah, are starting to scare me. Because before then, I wasn't that scared, but now I'm starting to be a bit scared. Right now, I'm recording this right now, they're still top of the league, but I don't think they'll win the title. No, sir. I think they'll be definitely finishing the top four. If Arsenal bottled it, well, I don't know what to say, but for me, Arsenal are definitely going to be in the Champions League next season, and they're going to finish in the top four. And Gabriel Jesus, I'm telling you, like, this is why I'm so sad that Chelsea could have signed him, because he's looking like one of the best signings ever in this summer's transfer window. He's looking like it. He had, because in that game today, he made two goal involvement and he even scored a goal, but it was offside. So that's unfortunate for him. But he's looking like a really just I feel like they found a really proper striker now that is Gabriel Jesus. Like two goals, two assists, two goal involvements. He has been a phenomenal signing for Arsenal. And if we could have signed him, I bet he would do the same for Chelsea than he would have done for Arsenal. So this is the lesson, that if you're interested in that player, make sure you sign him and don't let other teams do it, because maybe that player will do well for that team, rather than for Chelsea. So I'm really sad to see that Chelsea didn't sign him, but oh well, we still got days to go, so the transfer window is not over yet. It's only like 11 days, so Chelsea right now need to sign another midfielder, another centre back, and another striker. Because if we don't achieve those things, I can see Chelsea going out of the top four. Even though we're playing better football, I can see that happening. Of course, it's still early, but if we if we don't do those things, then I'm worried. But if we can sign those players, that Aubameyang, maybe Frankie De Jong, or maybe who else? Wesley Fofana, I believe we can be back into the top four. So we have to be quick. We have to do it quick. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, well done to Arsenal. Another 3 points, still unbeaten, 9 points out of nine. And yeah, they're looking sensational. And Arsenal are back. They're on fire right now. So well done to them. But let's see what happens during the rest of the season if they don't bottle it like they did last season. So we're gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, so that's it for the Arsenal one. Let us move on into this match preview. So before I talk about the lineup and what I expect from Chelsea, there's some breaking news that N'Golo Kante is gonna be out for Chelsea for like potential like a month or like in 6 weeks. And the reason why that is because he got a hamstring during the Chelsea vs Tottenham game, a Battle of the Bridge Part 2, when it was 2-2, and then he went off and he replaced by Golo Gallagher. So yeah, for me, I'm really sad because N'Golo Kante in the last two games against Tottenham and against Everton was absolutely superb. But now he's gone. Wow, that you know, I don't know what to say, but so it looks like potentially Conor Gallagher will be playing on his position if Thomas Tuchel uses that 3-5-2, which it really worked, because I was thinking to myself, how on earth have we completely dominated Tottenham? And he went for 3-5-2 formation, and it actually worked because we dominated Tottenham. We sh- we had better chances than them, missing sitters and all that stuff. And we should have won the game if Anthony Taylor and Mike D won the ref and the VAR during that game. So you know what? Yeah, I'm really impressed. The question is, if we do that against Leeds, could we see that same kind of performance as we did against Tottenham? That's the only question I will ask. But that formation, yeah, I I thought it worked because Mason Mount looked good, Rublov's cheek looked good, Kukuwe, like there's so many players here that were really good in this game. So I expect that same lineup for the game against Leeds because it ain't gonna be an easy game. Leeds won their first game, then draw against Southampton. So yeah, going to Elmwood ain't that easy. And who is the manager again? Um, Jesse March. Yeah, Jesse March is took Leeds United out of the relegation. So yeah, so in that game it's not going to be easy for Chelsea, but I expect it to be a 3 points. And I don't want Chelsea to drop that game because the only way I can see Chelsea winning against Leeds tomorrow is to have that same performance as game against Spurs, put those chances away, put it in the back of the net, and and just try and get the win. Because if we keep on balling this year, then we're in serious trouble. Because Arsenal are first, then Manchester City, then Tottenham, and rest of the teams like Brighton, Newcastle, and all that stuff, they're above us. So I want Chelsea to get the 3 points and be back challenging for the title because if we keep on dropping points, we're in serious trouble. So yeah, for this game tomorrow, I want to see Chelsea go out there, get the 3 points, maybe a clean sheet, and then drop down. And then we'll see what happens for the other teams as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Of course, not only N'Golo Kante is out, but Kovacic is still having an injury, and the same thing goes to Amanda Broja. So yeah, it looks like we're not going to be playing a 3-4-2-1 formation since Broja is out. So it looks like Thomas Tuchel is going to go for the same lineup of 3-5-2 formation and a couple of changes since N'Golo Kante is out and Amanda Broja is out. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So yeah, as for Leeds United, they're looking, um, they're unbeaten so far, and they want to keep that happening. They want to remain unbeaten, and they don't want to lose to Chelsea. Of course, when we met Leeds United last season, we beat them 3-0, and it could have been more than that. So I expect this different Chelsea here, to go out there, get those chances, and put them in the back of the net. Because if we keep on wasting chances here, I don't see Chelsea winning that game. But if we can do what we did against Leeds at Edinburgh last season, then I know that Chelsea will get the 3 points 100% and keep a clean sheet. So that is what I expect from Chelsea to do in tomorrow's game against Leeds United. So I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, let's quickly move on into my predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. So, in no particular order, the first the first player to start, well, for my the goalkeeper, of course, is Edouard Mendy. Of course, he conceded 2 goals, but I thought before then he made some great saves and he didn't have really much to do. That's because yeah, we completely dominated Tottenham from left, right, and centre, and yeah, we just Mendy was just resting, but he did make some great saves. Of course, he conceded 2 goals, but I say the first goal, he should have complained to the assistant and maybe to the referee that Richarlison blocked him from not allowing him to save the goal. And the second goal, that goal should not stood. It should have been the second corner to Tottenham because of the Mark Cucurella's hair. But the first goal, Many should have done better. He should be commanding and just, but I think that Mendy will start this game, and I think he'll make saves, and for most of all, I don't think he'll pretty have much to do. So yeah, so the goalkeeper for me, Edouard Mendy starts as a goalkeeper. Now let's move on into a back three. So my defenders are Kubali on the left, Thiago Silva in the middle, and Reece James on the right. I thought Reece James was absolutely brilliant against Tottenham. He scored the goal. Yes, he got booked, but at least he didn't get sent off, and he was absolutely superb. The tackles, everything from he was sensational from Reece James, and he and the thing is about Reece James here, he can do one as the right wing back and he can do one as the right centre back. I'm telling you, this guy is phenomenal and I'm so glad we signed him. I'm so glad we signed him. Of course, Wesley Fofana is looking like he's coming to Chelsea. So whoever gets injured, that Wesley Fofana could be playing either on the left, in the middle, or on the right if one of those players for defending gets injured, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but let's hope that these three don't get injured because these three were superb, yeah, so far. So especially Koulibaly and Thiago Silva, they looked absolutely superb. So those are my three defenders. Now let's move on into the central defensive midfielders, the two of them. So since N'Golo Kante is out, I'm going for Mason Mount and Conor Gallagher. I thought Mason Mount looked really good. Of course, he missed opportunities, but that was his best performance. And Conor Gallagher, let's see if he can do well in that position because we all seen that he can do well against Crystal Palace, but for Chelsea so far, he hasn't been that great. So let's see if Conor Gallagher can be like N'Golo Kante, where he just wins the ball back, drives, make ones, and all that stuff. Let's see if he can do that against Leeds United tomorrow. And yeah, so yeah, I've gone for Mason Mount and excuse me, and Conor Gallagher as the two central defensive midfielders. Let's move on into the wing backs, or the wingers. So I've gone for Kukurea on the left and Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the right. I thought Kukurea looked really good on his debut. The first couple of minutes he was a bit shaky, but then after that he got the assist and he looked really good on the left hand side. And yeah, for me, I think Kukurea is a really good replacement for Alonso. And and if he gets injured, well, Ben Chilwell could be replacing him. So I'm not sure what's going to happen to Marcos Alonso. Could he go to Barcelona or not? I'm really not sure. But as long as he don't stay at the club, then that's good by me. So yeah, but right now I'm going for Cucurella on the left and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who I thought looked absolutely fantastic against Tottenham on the right hand side. So I've gone for him as the right wing back. And if he can keep this up here, I think here that he could that we could see a player here who can do really well on the right hand side of the midfielders. So yeah, so those are my two wingers. Then let's move on into the central attack midfielder, Jorginho. I thought before the first Tottenham goal, I thought he looked really good. He won the ball back. He was defensively good. And yeah, but then after the goal, I thought he looked a bit shaky. So let's hope that Jorginho doesn't make that mistake yet again, and let's hope he can bring in that same performance and same energy as he did against Everton and Tottenham at Stamford Bridge. So yeah, so I've gone for Jorginho as the central defensive midfielder. Now let's move on into the two strikers. So I've gone for Raheem Sterling on the left and Karius up top. I thought these two looked really good, but when it comes to shooting against Tottenham, they were terrible. And let's hope that these two can improve tomorrow's game against Leeds United than they did against Spurs because yeah, Kai Havertz may not be the solution, but I thought he looked really good against Tottenham. Obviously, a missed the sitter from brilliant Reece James's cross, so let's hope he doesn't make that mistake again. And Raheem Sterling got the assist. He may not score for Chelsea in the Premier League, but at least he got the assist for Reece James's goal. So yeah, so I think Raheem Sterling will be our best player, but he cannot do it by himself. He cannot do it by himself. But let's hope here that Raheem Sterling can keep this up, keep this energy, and he could be Chelsea's best player so far this season. So yeah, but yeah, so him as a false nine is looking really, really good, but we cannot use him all the time. And that's why I keep on saying to you guys that we definitely need a striker. We definitely need a striker. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on this one. But yeah, those are my predictor lineup. Let me know in the comments down below where do you agree or disagree, and what formation would you use? Would you go for 3-4-2-1 or the 3-5-2, which I've shown you on the screen right now? Let me know in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's quickly move on into my prediction for tomorrow's game. Oh, as you heard me yesterday in my prediction, I'm going for 2-0 Chelsea, and I'm still gonna stick by it. I don't I seen this not like a high scoring game because we don't have that killer up top, and we always like in the final third. That's what going for 2-0 Chelsea. I believe we get the 3 points, keep a clean sheet, but I don't see Chelsea scoring more, maybe more than 2 or 3 goals, unless we get those chances and put in the back of the net. That's the only way. But if I see the same old Chelsea like the game against Everton and Wolves, Everton and Tottenham, I believe we either win the game by 2 goals to nil or probably bottled it. So we need to make sure we go for the win, get the 3 points, and at least get back to challenging and finishing the top four, if you know what I mean, because that's my expectation, and also winning a trophy as well, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction. What's your prediction? Also, let me know in the comments down below what's your prediction going into tomorrow's game. So yeah, there will be a live watch along for that. So make sure you don't miss that. And there will be a match reaction after that game as well. So make sure you don't also miss that. And if you don't want to miss any of those things, make sure if you are new, hit the subscribe button first, then hit the bell notification so that you never miss any of my YouTube videos. Smash a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you click the share button so that everyone is welcome to come to my channel. And let me also know what's your prediction, your lineup, and what do you think Chelsea are going to do tomorrow? Are they going to bounce back, or will they ball against Tottenham? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. And as always, up the Blues. See you guys for the live watching tomorrow.